Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
A former nanny, who has counted some of New York's biggest billionaires among her clients, has revealed the wild excesses that happen behind the heavily guarded doors of their multi-million-dollar homes. In Wanted, Toddler's personal assistant, Stephanie Kaiser lifts the lid on the kind of outrageous demands the city's most privileged parents make on behalf of their pampered children. One mom even expected her to take drugs that would cause her to lactate so she could breastfeed the baby. The mom didn't want to pump at work but also only wanted her child to drink breast milk, explains Stephanie, so was seeking a nanny comfortable with induced lactation. She was hoping to find help willing to try things she'd read that might cause non-pregnant women to produce milk, like hormone-mimicking drugs or herbal medication. Stephanie wondered if the request was even legal and took a hard pass. But the trouble with off-the-books domestic work like this, she says, is that it is entirely unregulated, so often anything goes when it comes to the job description. And some requirements are more palatable than others. One interviewer asked her, "Are you comfortable doing errands in a Porsche?" "They're the only kind of cars we have." Naturally, the answer was yes. Aged just 22, and newly graduated, Stephanie grew to love the first family she worked for. She soon got used to standing at the school pickup alongside Steve Martin, Drew Barrymore, and Robert De Niro. But when it came time to move on, she discovered the altogether more bizarre aspects of the industry. A potential client she calls Mrs. Robertson, who lives with her elderly former CEO husband in a $9 million Upper East Side apartment, was looking for a nanny to be her eyes and ears. "Nothing should happen that I don't know about," she told Stephanie. "We have 1 to 2 nannies on at all times. You will work 5 days on, 2 days off. The 5 days on will be live-in. While on duty, you will need to wake Frederick at 6:30 a.m. Watch to be sure he has brushed his teeth, packed his backpack, and applied deodorant. The chef has his breakfast out at 7 a.m., and he must finish the entire thing. He needs the nutrients for his busy day." Her duties would also involve ordering any clothing or toiletries Frederick might need, supervising his after-school activities, and ensuring he showered at night. "You will tuck him in for lights out at 10 p.m. sharp," his mother instructed. But Stephanie's workday wouldn't be over quite yet. "Once he's settled in bed, you and I meet to discuss his day. You should be taking notes throughout it so you can keep me up to speed on his moods, any issues, concerns. It's all about communication." She added, "My son has recently started to rebel. He doesn't think he needs nannies anymore. He does not want them." "Oh, no," said Stephanie. "How old is he?" Little Frederick was 17. The job was paying $90,000 a year with a $25,000 cash bonus, payable after staying with the family for 2 full years. "As I've said, my son doesn't exactly welcome his caregivers," his mother told her. "He can be somewhat, say, hostile with them. But that's why I implemented the bonus system. A sort of survivor's prize, if you will." No nanny ever made it that far. Needless to say, Stephanie didn't take the job. In yet another nanny audition for a judge and his germaphobe wife, she had to protect 2 toddlers from contact with the outside world. Their clothes had to be washed immediately after they'd undressed. Neither child had ever been on a playdate, and the 3-year-old had never had so much as a cold. The children even took personal gymnastic classes to avoid being exposed to other kids' germs. Stephanie trialed with them for 3 long days, starting at 6:30 a.m. and finishing at 6:30 p.m. "When the mother asks me to please sneeze outside the apartment, I decide to move on," she writes. Her next adventure was with 5-year-old Digby, a spiteful child who pooped his pants every day. On purpose. He has been potty trained for 3 years, uses the toilet when convenient, and is fully aware that this behavior is unacceptable, writes Stephanie. "But still, he keeps doing it, and his mother keeps making me hand wash his soiled underpants. He just is so smart," his mom, Stephanie, would coo. "He can't stop whatever he's doing to go. He was so focused on his Lego creation.